Having tackled the catcher number 3, James Schultz. Having third at first base number 36, Brandon Graham. Having fourth, center fielder number 22, Braylon Harrison. And pitch shot, second baseman number 15, Eli Hicks. Having sixth at the 8, number 17, Corey Paul Bond. Go back to the pitcher number 5, Cooper McCoy. Having seventh, third baseman number 24, Tucker Barrett. Having eighth in right field number 1, Carson Speed. And rounding out the lineup, left fielder number 16, Parker Hawkins, and the rest of the Sumrall Bobcats.
And now, let's start it all up for your Tomcat.
And now the starting lineup for your Sumrall Tomcats. The Tomcats are first back down box, assisted by Jason Morgan, Clay Forsythe, Sean Taylor. Here we go, tonight. Number 22, Kevin Bird. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, at this time, please rise and remove your caps for the invocation and remain standing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Our dear Heavenly Father, as we come to you again today, Lord, we thank you for the beautiful day. We thank you for the opportunity to be out here to enjoy the game of baseball, Lord. We just pray for safety over each of the players. We pray that you be glorified and uplifted in everything that's done out tonight, Lord. I just pray that you just give us a great night. Keep everyone safe as they drive home. Just pray all these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
We are live here in Wiggins, Mississippi as the Sumrall Bobcats are set to take on the Tomcats of Stone County. The Bobcats with a 1-0 lead in this series in the round 1 5A playoffs. So the Bobcats looking to advance to round 2 tonight. They'll have a tough test as Kellen Burge will be on the mound for Stone County, the Mississippi Gulf Coast commit. And so we are set for a good one. The Bobcats will lead off with Drew Davis, Jay Schultz, and Braylon Graham here in a moment. And the catcher throws it down, and we are set here for pitch number 1. And Drew Davis will head to the plate for the Bobcats. Davis only had 1 hit last night, but made up for it on the mound as he had a fantastic outing, pitched the whole game in the 13-3 victory versus Stone County last night. And here come the chants again as Drew Davis steps up to the plate. First pitch from Kellen Burge misses. So 1 ball and no strikes. Beautiful night here in Wiggins. Breaking ball. That one's going to hit the backstop. 2 balls, no strikes. Last night, Stone was a very heavy breaking ball team. I could imagine it's going to be the same here. And Drew Davis absolutely turns on this one. And you can pucker up and kiss that baby goodbye. A home run on the 3rd pitch of the ball game. And Davis sends that one over the left field wall. Aloha on the steel guitar. Drew Davis has gone yard. So the Bobcats take an early 1-0 lead as he hits that one about 450 feet out into left field. And the overrated chants have calmed down after 3 pitches and a 450-foot home run there from Davis. There was no doubt about it off the bat. And he has picked up his first hit of the ball game. Now Jay Schultz comes to the plate. Schultz had a great night at the plate last night, trying to keep it going. Came into last night's game hitting 468. So having a good season at the plate so far in the 2 spot for the Bobcats. And he takes a big hack at that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Schultz. Good crowd here in Stone County tonight. And Schultz goes down looking. So if you're Coach Dice, that's what you want to see out of the pitcher on the mound for Stone. We talked a lot about Coach Dice last night, but for those that you don't know, for those of you who don't know, Coach Dice, former coach here at Sumrall, had a good tenure there, and then went to Mize, and now it's Stone County in his first season and has turned this program around. Fastball misses away to Braylon Graham. 1 ball, 1 strike. Graham with some good swings last night, a couple base hits. It's a well-coached team on both sides. That one looked up and away, but it's called for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Braylon Graham. Breaking ball. That one's fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here with 1 out to Braylon Graham. Fastball misses out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bobcats in the all powder blues tonight as they go for the sweep. And Stone in the nice pinstripes. And Burge gets his second strikeout of the night. After giving up a leadoff home run, he's found the zone here. And he's gotten back-to-back strikeouts. And now Braylon Harrison comes to the plate. Harrison had a double just a night ago. First pitch he sees fouled back into the net. So no balls, one strike. Next pitch from Burge misses up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here with 2 outs. And this one's hit well into center field. Center fielder camps under it and makes the grab. So after a leadoff home run, 3 up, 3 down. But the Bobcats have a 1-0 lead when we come back. So we are back live here in the bottom of the first inning. Kellen Burge, the pitcher for Stone, set to lead things off for the Tomcats, and he'll face Cooper McCoy. Cooper McCoy 7-0 on the mound. He's thrown 42 innings, 45 strikeouts, 21 walks. And he comes into the game with a 1.34 ERA. And this one's going to be a hit softly to the shortstop. He fields it, makes the throw, and it gets behind the first baseman. Tough play for Drew Davis as he was backing up the third baseman, had a long throw. And so the leadoff man reaches first. I don't know how they're going to rule that one. I would say it's a single. And now Carter Williams comes to the plate, the second baseman. So leadoff man on for the Tomcats. Wouldn't be surprised if you see Williams maybe turn square around and bunt this one. He elects not to, and it's hit up the middle, and back-to-back singles off Cooper McCoy. And the Tomcats have things rolling here in the bottom of the first inning. And our camera is propped up right against where the student section is for Stone, and they just knocked it off. So bear with us as we try to fix that. But until then, you can listen to me. So runners at first and second for the Tomcats. And Brax Batson, the pitcher from last night. He's the shortstop tonight. He comes up to the plate with runners at first and second, no outs. Cooper McCoy working out of the stretch. First pitch is a breaking ball away. That's fine. So we're working on going to get a tripod for those watching. Our camera's in a tough spot right in the middle of the student section, and they have knocked it all over the place. So video will be back up here shortly. Bryson Burge just fouled that one back. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Burge. No outs. Runners on first and second for the Tomcats. A 1-1 pitch. And this one's popped up. Braylon Harrison ranges back, camps under it, and throws a strike to third, and it could get him just a little offline. So the runner at second advances to third on the fly out. But the runner on first stays at first. So we got runners at first and third for the Tomcats, 1 out. The double play is in order. Good throw there from Harrison out in center, but unable to throw it on line. So now Nolan Scott, the catcher, comes to the plate. He's got runners at first and third. And 1 out. Tomcats have the tying run at third base. Breaking ball, called strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to Nolan Scott. So Carter Williams stands at first. You got to imagine he'll be stealing at some point during this at-bat. Breaking ball again, gets a swing and a miss. This could be a huge strikeout for Cooper McCoy if he's able to get it. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner is at first and third. The 0-2 pitch, breaking ball. Good pitch, just misses away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch gets a swing and a miss, but the runner is able to steal second. So the Bobcats have 2 outs. If they are able to get out of this jam, it could be huge. 2 runners in scoring position for Stone, as they have runners at second and third. 2 outs. You've got Aiden Obenhouse, the hitter. Aiden Obenhouse had a home run last night off of Drew Davis. He steps up with 2 outs, and he rips this one into right field. It's going to be a single. It scores 1. They're going to send the runner. A good throw. And so they tie things up on the single, and on the throw home, Obenhouse able to reach second. So runners at second and third, 2 outs. Here again. Single from Obenhouse, able to reach second on the throw home. And now Sailor Wenzel comes to the plate, the DH for the Tomcats. Runners at second and third, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Score all tied at 1. Cooper McCoy working out the windup with a runner on third. First pitch to Sailor Wenzel. Breaking ball misses low.
I'm trying to get it where we're not doing it on straight.
1 ball, no strikes. That one falls in. 1 ball, 1 strike here with 2 outs. Good fastball there from McCoy. Catches the inside part of the plate. Continue to bear with us. We're getting this camera back going. That breaking ball misses up. 2 balls, 1 strike. Sailor Wenzel, the DH tonight. He's hitting for the center fielder, Matt Hendy. The 2-1 pitch from McCoy. And he fouls that one off the knob of the bat. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here with 2 outs.
It's going to have to do it. It's black now.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Breaking ball. Barely gets a tip on the check swing. Sailor Wenzel catches a break there, and the count stays at 2s. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Breaking ball. So Wentz will continue to fight it off. And the count will stay at 2 still. Stone hitting Cooper McCoy pretty good here in the first. McCoy could really use an out here. 2-2 pitch. That one popped foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the 2-2 pitch, breaking ball, doesn't get him to swing, gets behind him. But he's able to get it before the runner at third decides to go. So runners at second and third. 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the first inning. And bases are loaded for the Tomcats here in the first. And here comes the pitching coach. For Sumrall, Coach Miller strolls to the mound. Looks like we got the camera back working. Sorry for the problems there. Really nothing we could do about it. But should be good now as we got the tripod and we are back rolling. So bases loaded for Stone here in the first. And the momentum after the solo shot from Drew Davis. He had 2 straight strikeouts and then a flyout. And now Stone with bases loaded. 2 outs. Feels like Stone's got a lot of momentum here in the first. They're trying to force a game 3 as the Bobcats are trying to advance to the second round of the 5A playoffs. Now Blaine Morgan comes to the plate. He's the third baseman. And the first pitch he sees is fouled back. No balls, 1 strike. Here to Blaine Morgan. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball called for strike 2. The 0-2 pitch. And that one looked right down the middle, but doesn't get the call, so 1 ball and 2 strikes. Blaine Morgan catching a break here in this at-bat. The 1-2 pitch, breaking ball. That one misses low and away. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded for Stone. Blaine Morgan watches that one, and bases are loaded and a full count to Morgan. So the runners will be stealing on the pitch. McCoy needs to dig deep here and make a big-time pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A 3-2 pitch. That one fouled back into the net. Full count pitch. That one's fouled away. Just some good at-bats from the Tomcats, fouling these pitches off and making McCoy throw a lot of pitches here in the first. And the full count pitch is hitting the left center. Nobody's going to be able to get to it. It gets down. Braylon Harrison grabs it, throws it in, and that is a bases clearing double for Blaine Morgan. And the Stone Tomcats take a 4-1 lead here in the first inning. And the hitting continues here in the first for Stone. And now Dalton Danzy comes to the plate. He's the right fielder. So a 4-1 lead for Stone here in the bottom of the first inning. McCoy just trying to get his team in the dugout. And this one's ripped into right. And Carson Speed makes a very, very tough decision. And this one's going to roll all the way to the wall. It may be an inside the park home run. Coach Dice holds him up at third over there, and that's a triple. And a 5-1 lead. And Cooper McCoy, if you've watched Sumrall this season, he has not faced a lineup that's seen him like this tonight. So 5-1 lead for Stone here in the bottom of the first. The Bobcats are going to have some making up to do in the rest of this ballgame. Breaking ball, and that one hits them. We got a lot of confusion here. That one was a foul ball. The runner at third and Coach Dice, the third base coach, thought it was a wild pitch. So no balls, 1 strike to Charlie Paisley. And this one's hit up the middle. Hicks makes the grab, tries to make the throw to first, and a 6-1 lead for the Tomcats here in the first inning. And here comes Coach Miller. You may see a pitching change here in the first. But we'll be back after the break. So a 6-1 lead for Stone and a runner on first. Cooper McCoy has yet to be able to get out of the inning. He had 2 outs pretty early, and then the Tomcats have scored 5 runs since that period. Breaking ball called for strike 1. So the 9-hole Charlie Pay. Looks like the leadoff hitter, Kellen Burge, back up to the plate. Breaking ball. That one barely misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Charlie Paisley stands at first. Kellen Burge, the hitter. Burge led off the inning. He led it off with a single. So 6-1 lead for the Tomcats. And they've got their ace on the mound, so the Bobcats going to have a lot of work to do here in the rest of this ball game. Runner goes. Good throw. And he's going to get him a great strike there from Jay Schultz. But almost a better play out there at short from Drew Davis to make the tag. So that's going to end things here in the first inning. The Bobcats down 6-1 after one inning of play. We'll be back in the top of the second. This is Zane Berry, and you are watching Bobcat Baseball.
For the Bobcats in the second baseman number 15, Eli Hicks.
So Eli Hicks, Corey Paul Bond, and Tucker Barrett all due up for the Bobcats here in the top of the second inning. First pitch to Hicks, called for strike 1. Great piece of catching there by the catcher, being able to pick that one up. No balls, 1 strike to Hicks. Breaking ball, that one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bobcats offensively, 1 hit in the first, and it was a solo shot from Drew Davis. Burge bounces that one. 2 balls, 1 strike. And that one's hit sharply. There goes foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Eli Hicks. Two balls, 2 strikes. And that one's going to bounce in the dirt. Eli Hicks works this count full. Bobcats need some base runners trying to claw back into this ball game. And a swing and a miss. Eli Hicks goes back to the dugout. And now Corey Paul Bond comes to the plate. This may be the biggest deficit the Bobcats have had all season. So we'll see how they respond here in the rest of this ball game. Corey Paul Bond, the hitter. Breaking ball, he watches it for strike 1. Good take there from Bond. No balls, 1 strike. Fastball misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitcher on the mound for Stone, working quick. That one misses low. 2 balls, 1 strike. He's got a good arm. Really filling up the zone. Getting a lot of swings and misses. Breaking ball again. Falls in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Breaking ball heavy once again tonight. And it's working for Burge. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball. That one misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here for Corey Paul Bond. Fastball fouled away. Good piece of hitting there from Bond to be able to fight that one off. The count stays full. And that's going to be a 1-out base runner. And now Tucker Barrett comes to the plate. So Corey Paul Bond trots down to first. And Tucker Barrett, the hitter now. Barrett was 0 for 3 last night in the 13-3 win. Picked to first, and it gets away from the first baseman. And so Corey Paul Bond now in scoring position. So Tucker Barrett now steps in, 0-0 count. 1 out and a runner at second. Breaking ball, he doesn't go. 1 ball, no strikes. And that one misses away. Bobcats really needing to work the pinch count here for Burge in this inning. Need some good at-bats. 2 balls, no strikes. Fastball, and that one misses. 3 balls, no strikes. So Tucker Barrett way ahead here with Corey Bond at second. And that one misses up. So back-to-back walks. And now Carson Speed heads to the plate with runners at first and second. Carson Speed was 0 for 1 last night. Had a sac bunt, 2 walks, and a flyout. He watches the breaking ball fall in for strike 1. So after 4 straight balls on the fastball, Burge throws the breaking ball and it falls in for strike 1. And here it is again. And it's hit to the third baseman. Third baseman's going to step on it. And he's going to hold it. So a fielder's choice. Now Bobcats have 2 outs. And Parker Hawkins coming to the plate. Hawkins busted the game open last night with a 2-run shot. It would be huge if he were able to do it again here. 2 outs, runners at second and third. And this one is ripped into center field. But the center fielder makes the grab on the line out. Tough break there for Parker Hawkins. He couldn't have hit it any harder. But that one's called out in center field, and we head to the top of the second inning. Bobcats trail 6-1 when we come back. So we are back live here in the top of the second inning. Kellen Burge, Carter Williams, and Brax Batson all due up. The 1-2-3 hitters for Stone. That one misses in. So 1 ball, no strikes to Kellen Burge. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Breaking ball misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Burge, the shortstop from a night ago, made some costly errors last night that helped the Bobcats put up some runs. But he's on the mound tonight looking sharp. He's 1 for 1 in this ball game so far. 3 balls, no strikes. McCoy really need to get back in the zone. I wouldn't be surprised if we see somebody in the bullpen for the Bobcats here shortly. Love to see Rowan Atkinson getting loose, as he has now released a pitch. That one falls in for strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike to the leadoff hitter, Kellen Burge. The 3-1 pitch. That one called for strike 2. And McCoy's worked himself back in this count. So the full count pitch. That one's fouled back into the net. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Kellen Burge. And he says that one misses in, so Burge trots down to first with a leadoff walk. The Tomcats pick up where they left off. Runner on first, no outs for Stone County here in the bottom of the second inning. So runner on first, no outs. Breaking ball to Carter Williams. Williams had a single up the middle. No balls, 1 strike. Here and no outs. The 0-1 pitch. That one misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. So no outs here for the Tomcats. They have a runner on first. McCoy comes set. The 1-1 pitch, he squares the bunt. It gets away from the catcher on the wild pitch. And now Stone has a runner at second and no outs. And here comes the pitching coach. We'll be back after the break. We're back live here in the bottom of the second inning. No outs. A runner on second for Stone as Carter Williams steps back up to the plate. Inside move, not in time. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball. That one gets on the hands of him. He fouls it back. Two balls, two strikes. Here to Carter Williams. Williams 1 for 1 tonight with a single. Breaking ball, and that one misses in the dirt. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count pitch. That one's fouled away, and these hitters for Stone, they have fouled more pitches back today than I've seen in a while. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. And a swing and a miss. So the Bobcats get the first down of the inning on the high heater. And now Brax Batson comes to the plate. He flew out to center field in his first at bat. And here comes the pitching coach again. And looks like we'll have a pitching change. Rowan Atkinson comes into the game, his first appearance of the season. So we'll be happy to see the lefty back on the mound. That pitched a lot for the Bobcats a year ago. McCoy heads to the dugout. So we'll be back after the pitching change. So Rowan Atkinson toes the mound. Here with 1 out and a runner on second. Brax Burge, the hitter. He's 0 for 1 tonight with a fly out. First pitch from Atkinson right down the plate for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to Batson. Good pitch there from Atkinson, working out of the stretch. He comes set, looks at the runner at second. And a beautiful pitch there. No balls, 2 strikes. Atkinson with a A deceiving arm angle, kind of like a three-quarter angle, comes across his body on his release. Could be really tough for these hitters. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball. That one misses in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Bobcats trail 6-1. Trying to hold the damage there. Atkinson comes set. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. So now Nolan Scott comes to the plate. Scott 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout. So 2 outs here for the Tomcats. Atkinson strikes out the first batter he sees. He comes set here. First pitch. That one barely misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Atkinson's comes set. That one misses low, so back-to-back balls low from Atkinson. Nolan Scott stands in with a 2-0 count. That one fired in. 2 balls, 1 strike. Coach Dice from Stone had requested me to give his wife and kids a shout out before the game. They've been a part of the Sumrall community as well. Rebecca, Aubrey, Noah, and Olivia. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here with 2 outs. Two-two pitch. This one's fouled away. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Rowan Atkinson strikes out both the hitters he faces here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. And we head to the top of the 3rd. Bobcats trail 6-1 when we come back. So we are back live here in the top of the third inning. Drew Davis, Jay Schultz, and Braylon Graham all due up for the Bobcats. And Davis hits this one deep into left. And the left fielder makes the grab. So a fly out to the left fielder. One pitch, one out for the pitcher of Stone. So now Jay Schultz steps up to the plate. Bobcats really need Kellen Burge to throw some pitches here in the third inning. Breaking ball, that one misses. 1 ball, no strikes. That one misses low. 2 balls, no strikes. Jay Schultz 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout. That one looked up, but called for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike to Jay Schultz. That one misses low. 3 balls, 1 strike. That one misses. And a base runner for the Bobcats here with 1 out. Now Braylon Graham comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout. Braylon Harrison stands right behind him. So Braylon Graham trying to get things going for the Bobcats here in the third. Fastball up. 1 ball, no strikes. Pinch runner for the Bobcats, Riggs Russell, checks in for Jay Schultz over at first. Breaking ball called for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Burge really liking the breaking ball. Fastball misses up. Snap throw to first, not in time. Russell slides back in safely. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Braylon Graham. So Braylon Graham takes the breaking ball in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch. And that one's going to get away from the catcher. Russell able to get down to second base. So a full count now to Braylon Graham. Only 1 hit for the Bobcats tonight, and it was a solo home run. The first batter of the ball game. Breaking ball, called strike 3. So that's Braylon Graham's second strikeout of the night. Now Braylon Harrison comes to the plate. 2 outs and a runner on second. So Braylon Graham 0 for 1 with a hard fly out to center field in his first at-bat. Trying to keep the inning going. Like we said yesterday, Bobcats 2-out hitting has been one of their strong points of this season. Let's see if it carries over to tonight. It sure did just a night ago. One ball, 1 strike. Harrison was able to call time there. Count goes to 1-1. And that one plunks Braylon Harrison. So 2 base runners here for the Bobcats, and now Eli Hicks comes to the plate. Hicks 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout. Bobcats, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Breaking ball called for strike 1. That one misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Another breaking ball. That one looks away. Catcher brings it back. And it's called for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Eli Hicks. The 1-2 pitch to Hicks. Breaking ball misses away. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Eli Hicks, if he's able to find a way, could be huge for the Bobcats here in the top of the 3rd inning. Beautiful night, perfect temperature. And he watches that one in the dirt. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So the runners will be going on the pitch. A base hit would score Riggs Russell over at second. Back to pick to first. Not in time. Sneaky move there from Stone as the runners were going. And here they go. Breaking ball. Hicks fouls that one back. And this one's hit well into right center. Center fielder ranges to his left and makes the grab. And that's going to end things here in the top of the 3rd inning. Stone leads 6-1 when we come back. So we are back live here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Aiden Obenhouse. He's 1 for 1 with a single. He's leading things off for Stone, and he takes a big cut there. No balls, 1 strike. Lefty on lefty matchup is Rowan Atkinson still on the mound for the Bobcats. He came in just an inning ago. Struck out the first 2 batters he faced. Got the Bobcats into the dugout. Breaking ball. That one catches the inside part of the plate. No balls, 2 strikes to Obenhouse. Obenhouse standing all over the plate. That one misses low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. And Obenhouse goes down on strikes. Now Atkinson's strikeout count up to 3. Good to see the breaking ball working for Atkinson. So Sailor Wenzel comes to the plate. He's 0 for 0 with a walk. The DH for Stone. Atkinson working it out of the stretch with no runners on. He comes set. That one fouled back. No balls, 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Sailor Wenzel, he fouls that one back. Atkinson ahead, 0-2. Here with 1 out. The 0-2 pitch. That one's fouled back into the net. Wenzel seeing the fastball, 3 straight foul balls. Let's see if Atkinson tries to go to the breaking ball. Here with 2 strikes. That one gets away from Atkinson, tries to block it, hits the umpire. So the count goes to 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to Sailor Wenzel. Breaking ball hits off the plate. A good pitch from Atkinson. Doesn't get Sailor Wenzel to chase, and the count goes to 2-2. Fastball up, full count to Wenzel. Fastball. And that one misses. So a 1-out walk to Sailor Wenzel, and now Blaine Morgan comes to the plate. Morgan 1 for 1 with a double out in left center and 3 RBIs on the night. So Atkinson being lefty can hold these runners a little better. First pitch called ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Here to Blaine Morgan. That one fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wenzel stands at first for Stone. If you're Adam Dice, you're liking what you're seeing out of your team tonight. A lot of battle after a 10-run rule loss just a night ago. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Here to Blaine Morgan.
Let's go, Blaine. You own him, baby. That's your
The 2-1 pitch. This one's hit to the shortstop. Shortstop fields it, flips it to second. Hicks turns it, and a double play. And Atkinson works himself out of this inning. Beautiful turn there from Drew Davis and Eli Hicks. And we head to the top of the 4th inning. Bobcats down by 5, but a lot of ball game left as Atkinson has came in and done a job on the mound and kept the Bobcats into this one. We head to the top of the 4th. We will be back after the break. So Corey Paul Bond leading things off for the Bobcats here in the top of the 4th. First pitch he sees, misses low. Bond 0 for 0 tonight. He's walked in his lone plate appearance. That one misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Fastball catches the outside part of the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. That one misses low. 3 balls, 1 strike to Corey Paul Bond. Trying to get the leadoff runner on for the Bobcats. And they do. A 5-pitch walk to Bond, and now Tucker Barrett comes to the plate. So Tucker Barrett takes that first pitch for a ball. And that one misses up. 2 balls, no strikes. Here to Tucker Barrett. Kellen Burge still on the mound for Stone. Bobcats only 1 hit tonight with a solo shot to lead off the ball game. Fastball right down the middle. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Corey Paul Bond stands at first. Tucker Barrett trying to get it started here in the top of the 4th. Offensively, the Bobcats are really quiet tonight. Only 1 hit. Another breaking ball. That one misses away. A full count here to Tucker Barrett. Bobcats have reached base 5 times via the walk tonight through 3 innings. Fastball up, and that's another walk. Back-to-back base runners for the Bobcats, and now Carson Speed comes to the plate. I wouldn't be surprised if you see him bunt. Speed laid down a fantastic bunt last night. Trying to put some pressure on the defense, because a lot of the outs have come via strikeout. We will be back after the break. So Carson Speed comes to the plate, 2 runners on, no outs. Let's see if he elects to bunt. They give him a lot of time to think about it. He doesn't. Fastball misses up. You see the emotion from Kellen Burge on the mound after back-to-back walks. Breaking ball, that one's called for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Carson Speed. Sumrall looking for another hit, as Kellen Burge has kept him hitless. That one hits the helmet of Carson Speed, and he's going to trot down to first, and the bases are loaded. Thrown at the head of Speed. So the umpire's going to talk it over. Athletic trainer Zach Jones, the man, the myth, the legend, checking on Carson Speed as the umpires meet. And they call it a hit by pitch, so bases loaded, no outs for the Bobcats. And the guy who busted the game open last night with a 2-run shot comes to the plate. And then the top of the order, and Drew Davis stands on deck. So if you're the Bobcats, this is the inning that you've been wanting and putting some pressure on the Tomcats. So bases loaded, no outs. Speed stands at first, Barrett at second, and Corey Paul Bond at third. And Parker Hawkins comes to the plate. Hawkins flew out to center field on a line out. His lone at bat of the ball game. Sophomore for the Bobcats. He watches breaking ball in for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bobcats just need to at least push 1 across here. And he absolutely hammers this one, and it's got a chance, and it is out of here. Grand slam. Parker Hawkins, you can pucker up and kiss that baby goodbye. A 4-run home run for the Bobcats, and they are back in this ball game. Coach Andy Davis out of his scooter, walking onto the field, telling the Bobcats to be smart. And we have a 6-5 ball game here in Stone County. Aloha on the steel guitar Parker Hawkins has gone yard, his second in 2 days. And we have a new ball game here in Stone County. Breaking ball to Davis. So Drew Davis, the hitter now. He's 1 for 2 tonight. He's got a solo shot and a long fly out to left field. I was caught on the warning track. Fastball misses low and in. That was only Sumrall's second hit of the night. Both of them have been home runs. And a 4-pitch walk to Davis. And he trots down to first, and the Bobcats, a lot of confidence now. Jay Schultz heads to the plate. He's 0 for 1 tonight. He's reached via the walk in 1 plate appearance, and he's struck out back in the first inning. So no balls, no strikes, still no outs here in the top of the 4th. Fastball called for strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike to Schultz. Davis stands at first. Oh, 1 breaking ball, that misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Bobcats trail by 1 here in the 4th. That one misses low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Jay Schultz fouls that one off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fastball up. Davis slides into second, and that's a stolen base for Drew Davis. So a full count to Jay Schultz, and a runner on second, no outs. And another walk. So 9 walks for Burge in 3 innings. And that's been the difference in this ballgame. Bobcats only have 2 hits on the night, both of them being long balls. A solo shot and then a grand slam from Parker Hawkins, and that's the Bobcats' 2 lone hits. Here comes Coach Adam Dice to talk to Burge. So we'll be back after the break. So we're back live. Braylon Graham steps up to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Burge has had his number so far tonight, 2 strikeouts. Breaking ball in the dirt. Brings count to 1-0. Davis stands at second. And then Riggs Russell, who's the pinch runner for Jay Schultz, stands at first. So the tying run at second base. Breaking ball misses up. 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0 pitch. And that one misses away. 3 balls, no strikes. Braylon Graham. And that one head high. And the bases are now loaded for the Bobcats. No outs. And Braylon Harrison strolls to the plate.
Let's go, 2-2.
So no outs. Davis at third, Russell at second, and Graham at first for Braylon Harrison. It sure would be something if Harrison could turn on one here. And that one pegs Harrison, and that's going to be the ninth for Kellen Burge. 11 walks, only giving up 2 hits, but the Bobcats have tied the game here in the top of the 4th inning at 6. So Stone County, who had a 6-1 lead just an inning ago, will now change pitchers with a score of 6-6. So we will be back after the pitching change here in a moment. So Eli Hicks comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2 tonight with a flyout and a strikeout. Dalton Danzy, the new pitcher for Stone. Danzy, a lefty for Stone. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Hicks. And this one's hitting the 6-hole, and it's going to score at least 1. They're going to hold the runner at third, and he gets behind the catcher, and they're going to try to score, and they do. So 2 runs come in on the single from Eli Hicks, and he's able to get to second. And it is loud here in Wiggins as the Bobcats have scored 6 runs, 7 runs here in the 4th inning. Now Corey Paul Bond comes back to the plate. He led things off in this inning. Runners at second and third, no outs. An 8-6 lead. And this one gets away from the catcher. Harrison comes in to score, and the Bobcats take a 9-6 lead. So Hicks stands at third now. No outs. Fastball catches the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a balk. And so the Bobcats take a 10-6 lead. And here comes Coach Dice figuring out what happened. So the base is empty. Here the Bobcats have scored 9 runs in the 4th inning. Umpire telling the pitcher what he did. So back to where we started. Corey Paul Bond up to the plate, nobody on. Nobody out as well. The 3-1 pitch misses up, and that's going to be a walk. Now Tucker Barrett comes to the plate. He's 0 for 0 tonight with 2 walks. So Tucker Barrett comes to the plate. And Corey Paul Bond stands at first. First pitch to Barrett falls in for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Here to Barrett. That one fouled off the catcher. No balls, 2 strikes. Now to Barrett. So a 4-run ball game in the Bobcats' favor now. The 0-2 pitch misses up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch fouled back into the net. One ball, 2 strikes. This one's hit out into center field. It's going to be a single. Barrett goes to first on the single, and Corey Paul Bond puts on the brakes at second. So runners at first and second, no outs. Now for Corson Speed. Speed 0 for 1 tonight with a fielder's choice and a hit by pitch. That one misses low. 1 ball, no strikes to Speed. Breaking ball called for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Here on the top of the 4th, 2 runners on. And this one's going to get away from the catcher. He's able to get it. But both runners advance on the pitch. So runners at second and third, no outs for Carson Speed. Fastball misses in. 3 balls, 1 strike. He fouls that one back in a full count. Now to the 8-hole hitter. Parker Hawkins stands on deck. He put the Bobcats back in this game with a grand slam earlier in this inning. And he's going to have the opportunity to do it again as bases are loaded. No outs. Bobcats looking to add to their 10-6 lead. 9 of those runs coming in this inning. And this one's hit to the shortstop. He fields it, throws it to second. And they're only able to get one, so a fielder's choice, but another run comes in to score. Runners on the corners for the Bobcats, 11-6 lead.
Shortstop number 8, Drew Davis.
Let's go, Drew. Bring him in right here.
So Drew Davis comes back up to the plate, and he's 1 for 2 tonight. First pitch he sees, fastball called for strike 1. Picked to first. Not in time. As Hawkins steps back in safely. No balls, 1 strike to Davis. This one's popped way up. It's trying to go foul. First baseman has a tough time with it. And it falls down for a foul ball. No balls, 2 strikes to Davis. The 0-2 pitch to Davis. And this is hit well into center field, and it's got a chance. Hits off the wall, and Davis runs to second. 1 run will come in to score, and a double off the center field wall for Drew Davis. And the scoring spree continues as the Bobcats extend their lead to 12-6. So now Jay Schultz steps up to the plate, 1 out. Runners at second and third for the Bobcats. 11 runs so far this inning for Sumrall. This has been a long half inning. Schultz fouls that one back. No balls, 2 strikes. Oh, 2 pitch. That one misses away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fastball up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now to Jay Schultz. This one's hit sharply to the second baseman. He grabs it, throws it to first, and doesn't make it to the first baseman. And the runner comes around, and they call him out, but Davis, in my opinion, didn't get tagged. And they get the double play. So an E4. Then they throw it home. So a 3-2, 2-3, 6-3 double play. You don't see that very often, but that ends things here in the top of the fourth inning. 12-6, the Bobcats lead when we come back. So we got something going on. I'm not sure what's going on right now. All right, so they had to change the score on the scoreboard to 13-6. The leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the fourth, Dalton Danzy. He hit a triple in his first at-bat. Atkinson throws that one in. Strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here to Danzy. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here with no outs. Breaking ball misses away. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Danzy. Two pitch misses low. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So full count to the leadoff hitter from Stone. The way this game's going, it's far from over. A 7-run lead for the Bobcats. This one's hit down the first baseline. Rolls foul. So a full count here to Danzy. Full count, and it misses away. So Stone has a base runner on with no outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Now Charlie Paisley comes to the plate. Coach Miller strolls to the mound. See if we have a pitching change here in the bottom of the 4th. And that's going to be the 9th for Rowan Atkinson. Rowan Atkinson, what a job. You got to tip your cap to him. He has kept the Bobcats in this ball game. Came in at a tough spot. He ends this night with 3 strikeouts. But a great job there from Atkinson. Now we'll see Sam Williams when we come back. Excuse me, Sam Patterson when we come back. The 9-hole hitter, Charlie Paisley, comes up, and then the top of the lineup for Stone. No outs, a runner on first, and Sam Patterson checks into the game for the Bobcats. Breaking ball, that one misses low. No balls, 1 strike. One 1-0 breaking ball, fouled away. Paisley had a single. in his first at bat, the second at bat of the night. It's been a long 3.5 innings, I can tell you that. Almost 9 o'clock after a 12 run top of the fourth. Patterson flips that breaking ball in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Another breaking ball, and it's hit to Braylon Graham. He throws it to Davis. Davis throws it to Patterson. Not in time, but a good job there from Patterson to be able to get to first and try to make the grab, so a fielder's choice. Paisley just beats the throw to first. So 1 out in the top of the lineup, and Kellen Burge strolls to the plate. So Kellen Burge 1 for 1 tonight, a single, an infield single, and a walk. Breaking ball. That one misses up. 1 ball, no strikes. Patterson's only thrown breaking balls so far since he's checked into the game. And this one's hit well into right center. Carson Speed ranging to his right. Braylon Harrison comes and makes the grab. All that looked like it was the right fielders off the bat. Harrison out in center field calls him off and makes the grab for out number 2. So now Carter Williams comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Stone with no seniors on this lineup. Could be an interesting team to watch for the next couple of years. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, and a runner on first for Stone. Breaking ball, and hits to the third baseman, bobbled. And that's going to be an E5. Two runners on for Stone County here with 2 outs. Brax Batson comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2 tonight, a fly out and a strikeout. No balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Patterson flips that one in there, just misses. 1 ball, no strikes to Batson. Pick to first, and it gets him. The back pick to first base, and Patterson gets out of the inning harmless. And the Bobcats lead 13-6 as we head to the 5th inning. This is Zane Berry, and you are watching Bobcat Baseball. So we are back live here in the top of the fifth. Braylon Graham, Braylon Harrison, and Eli Hicks all due up for the Bobcats.
Number 23, Jason Hicks at first base for the Tomcats. Leading off for the Bobcats, first base for number 36, Braylon Graham.
First pitch to Graham misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Graham 0 for 2 tonight. Looking for his first hit of the ball game. That one misses low. 2 balls, no strikes to Graham. That one falls in for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch. Fouled back into the net. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Graham.
Foul ball by Julius pass to the plate.
The 2-2 pitch. This one's popped up in the infield. Second baseman going back. Makes the grab for out number 1. Now Braylon Harrison comes to the plate.
Center fielder number 22, Braylon Harrison.
First pitch to Harrison, called for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. And that one's roped, but he ropes it foul. No balls, 2 strikes to Braylon Harrison. That pitch misses low. It goes to the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here to Braylon Harrison. That one's fouled away.
Foul ball by Braylon Sports and Henderson.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Good battle here from Harrison as he fouls that one back. The count stays at 1-2. One-two pitch misses away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Harrison having a good at bat here with 1 out. And he brings the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. This one's popped up. It's popped up foul. First baseman has a tough time with it, and it drops. I guess that goes down as a single. Now Eli Hicks comes to the plate. He had a single last inning.
Second baseman number 15, Eli Hicks.
First pitch to Hicks misses. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 pitch Thrown for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike to Hicks. That one misses inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nearly hits Hicks. Just misses him. Breaking ball low and in. A 3-1 count. Here to Eli Hicks. Harrison takes off on the throw. And that's called for strike 2. And a swing and a miss. And Hicks goes down on strikes for out number 2. Now Corey Paul Bond comes to the plate. He has walked all 3 plate appearances tonight.
Number 17, Corey Paul Bond.
And this one's hit out in the left field. It's going to be a single. Harrison's going to be rounding third. He comes in. The throw's not going to be in time for the speedy Braylon Harrison. And the Bobcats extend their lead to 14-6.
Number 24, Tucker Barrett.
Tucker Barrett, first pitch he sees, he takes for ball 1. Barrett 1 for 1 tonight, a single and 2 walks. Breaking ball, that one misses up. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 pitch. Big swing there from Barrett. Swing and a miss brings the count to 2-1. Allen's popped way up, a major league pop-up. Third baseman makes a good grab for out number 3, so that's going to end things here in the top of the 5th. Bobcats get 1 more run across and extend the lead 14-6 when we come back. Brax Batson comes to the plate. He was hitting last inning when Patterson was able to get the third out on a back pick. And he hammers this one down the left field line. Hawkins able to get to it quickly, and he gets it in. Able to keep Baxton at first with a single. Good job out there by Landon Hawkins to get the ball in quickly. So now Nolan Scott comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2 strikeouts tonight. So Sam Patterson came in and did a good job last inning. It gives up the leadoff hit here. Breaking ball called for strike one. No balls, one strike. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball. Maybe the first fastball he's thrown. So no balls, two strikes to the cleanup hitter, Nolan Scott. Oh-2 pitch. Hit up the middle for a single. Back-to-back singles for Stone County. And they're fighting here in the fifth. Down by 8. Now Aiden Abbenhaus comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout.
Replacement number 10, Obi Obenhouse.
Good block there from Schultz. Keep it out in front, and the runner stays at second. So runners at first and second, no outs for Stone County. Sam Patterson, he'd love a ground ball double play. So no outs. Abbenhaus had a home run last night. He got a single tonight. Breaking ball. That one misses in. 2 balls, no strikes. So back pick to first, not in time. Looks like it got him. They say it didn't. 2 balls, no strikes to Abbenhaus. That one fouled off his foot. 2 balls, 1 strike. So a 2-1 count to Abbenhaus. 2 runners on, no outs. And this one is absolutely cranked. And Abbenhaus flips the bat, and he will trot the bases, a 3-run home run. And it's going to be a 5-run ball game now. (14-9) off the 3-run home run from Abbenhaus. So his second home run in 2 days. And the lead's cutting to 5. I knew it was a long way from over here in Wiggins. Stone down to their last 9 outs. Trying to salvage their season. And Sumrall trying to advance to the second round of the playoffs. This one's going to be hit to the first baseman. Graham snags it and touches first for out number 1. Now Blaine Morgan comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a double and grounded into a double play in his last at bat. So 1 out. And this one's hit sharply in the 6 hole. That's going to be a single. So Dalton Danzy comes back to the plate. He's 2 for 2 tonight. A single and a triple. Breaking ball gets a check swing strike. They're against Dalton Danzy. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Breaking ball called for strike 2. Good pitch there from Patterson. And he's got Danzy down 0-2. Morgan stands at first. Fastball misses away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch, breaking ball. It's fouled away. Count stays at 1-2. One-two pitch misses away. The count goes to 2-2 here with 1 out. And that one's called for strike 3. Breaking ball looking. And out number 2 of the inning. So 2 outs. And the 9-hole hitter, Charlie Paisley, comes to the plate. He's grounded into a fielder's choice and singled on the night. Patterson gets a swing and a miss. He bunts this one. This could be a bunt single. Tucker Barrett throws it to first. And it is a bunt single. Looks like Barrett got him. He barehanded it, threw it to first. They say just not in time. Down the top of the lineup, and Kellen Burge comes to the plate. So 2 outs, and the leadoff hitter for Stone steps back up to the plate. A runner in scoring position for the Tomcats. Breaking ball. Taken for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Here to Burge. One 0 pitch, a big swing and a miss there from Burge. And the count goes to 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. This one's hitting the 6 hole. It's going to be a single. Nobody's going to score, and the bases stay loaded. So bases loaded now, 2 outs. And Carter Williams comes to the plate for Stone, an opportunity to continue to cut back into this lead. Only a 5-run lead for the Bobcats. And Stone with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Breaking ball, and that one's fouled away. No balls, 1 strike to Carter Williams. Runners at every bag. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Stone trying to claw back into this game. A 5-run lead for the Bobcats. Bases loaded, 2 outs. No balls, 2 strikes. 0-2 pitch. Good block there from Schultz. One ball, 2 strikes now, 2 outs. Breaking ball fouled away. Kind of left that one hanging. The 1-2 pitch. That one misses low. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Take a breath, Sam. You got it.
The 2-2 pitch. Fastball. It's going to be hit out in the center field. It's going to be a single. 1 run comes in. And the throw gets behind Schultz to score the 2nd run. And we've got a ball game here in Wiggins, 14-11. The Bobcats lead now, and runners at 2nd and 3rd. Braylon Harrison, a perfect throw home, but gets away from Jay Schultz. They would have had the runner at 3rd in a rundown as he had slipped trying to get back to 3rd base. So now Brax Batson comes up to the plate. He's the tie and run. Swing and a miss for strike one. So Stone has put up a 5 spot so far. Base hit. Could make this thing a 1-run ball game. Breaking ball gets a check swing. And they say he does. No balls, 2 strikes. Burge had a single in his last at bat. The 0-2 pitch. Hangs the breaking ball, but he gets a swing and a miss. Not before Stone puts up a 5 spot here in the 5th. A 14-11 lead for the Bobcats now as we head to the 6th inning. So we have had a good one here in Wiggins tonight. We will be back after the break. We are back live here in Wiggins. Carson Speed, Parker Hawkins, and Drew Davis all due up here on the top of the 6th. First 2 pitches, Speed sees, misses low in the dirt. So 2 balls, no strikes. That one misses up. 3 balls, no strikes to Speed. That one called for strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike to Carson Speed. That one called for strike 2. Full count. Now to Speed. That one fouled into the mitt. So a strikeout to Speed, and now Hawkins comes back up to the plate.
Left fielder number 16, Parker Hawkins.
One ball, no strikes to Parker Hawkins. That one misses up. 2 balls, no strikes. That pitch misses away. 3 balls, no strikes to Hawkins. That one called for strike one. That one's hit sharply down the line, foul. So the count goes full to Hawkins. That's a walk to Hawkins. Now the top of the order, and Drew Davis comes to the plate. So one out and a runner on first for the Bobcats. Drew Davis. First pitch he sees, called for strike one. That one thrown in. No balls, 2 strikes here with 1 out. That one misses low in the dirt. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Hawkins stands at first. That one misses low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This one's hit sharply into center. Center fielder ranges back and makes the grab for out number 2. Now Jay Schultz, the hitter. First pitch he sees misses in for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. And a runner on first. That one misses, 2 balls, no strikes. Two-one pitch hit out in the left. But the left fielder makes the grab. And we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Bobcats lead 14-11 when we come back. Nolan Scott, Aiden Abenhouse, and Sailor Wenzel all due up for the Tomcats here in the bottom of the 6th inning, down to their final 6 outs. Unless they're able to put 3 runs across. Sam Patterson still on the mound for the Bobcats. Breaking ball. They say that one misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Nolan Scott, 1 for 3 tonight. 2 strikeouts and a single. The 1-0 pitch. This one's popped up in the left field. It's got a chance. And it goes out of the ballpark. And we got a 2-run ball game, 14-12 off the solo shot. Just got that one in the atmosphere, and the catcher takes that one out of the ballpark. So Stone battling. And they've made this a 2-run ball game. And now Aiden Abenhouse, who hit a home run last inning, comes to the plate. Imagine the Bobcats have somebody warming up in the bullpen.
Hi, Sam.
So Abenhouse, first pitch he sees, hits the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Abenhouse 2 for 3 tonight, has a strikeout, a home run, which was the 3-run shot just an inning ago. And then he has a single. Big swing and a miss there from Abenhouse. 1 ball, 1 strike. This one's rolled over to Graham, and he touches first for out number 1. So a rollover ground ball there from Abenhouse, and now Sailor Wenzel comes to the plate. No matter the result, if you're Coach Dice, you have got to love the battle you're seeing from your young Stone Tomcats team. Breaking ball. No balls, 1 strike to Sailor Wenzel. Wenzel 0 for 1 tonight, 2 walks, and a ground out to the first baseman. Breaking ball there again. That one misses in. That one's going to be hit up the middle. And a single there from Sailor Wenzel. Blaine Morgan, the hitter now, runner on first with 1 out. Breaking ball. This one's hit out in the left field. Hawkins dives, can't grab it, and that's another single. I imagine that's going to be the end of the night for Patterson. And here comes Coach Miller. I called it early. Patterson, this is the first game you've seen him in long relief They've left them in longer than they have typically. And that's going to be the night for Patterson, I believe. Well, and that's going to be the night for Patterson. So Tucker Barrett will be the pitcher for the Bobcats now. We'll have a new third baseman here in a moment. So Dalton Danzy, the hitter with one out. He'll face Tucker Barrett. Runners at first and second for Stone. First pitch misses away. 1 ball, no strikes. Barrett, not a lot of appearances this season. They go to him here late in game 2 of this 5A playoff series. And that one misses up. 2 balls, no strikes. Squares the bunt, and that one hits him. Bases loaded for Stone. And this ball game has completely changed. 14-12. Bases loaded for Stone. The 9-hole hitter comes to the plate. And only 1 out. Fastball up. That one misses away. 1 ball, no strikes. Barrett yet to throw a strike. The 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball. That one falls in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Good looking breaking ball there from Tucker Barrett. Davis now at third base. Eli Hicks at short and Sam Patterson at second. Breaking ball. That one misses. 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. And Paisley now stands in with a 2-2 count.
Right in there, Cook.
So the batter strikes out. First base was occupied, but they do score on the wild pitch. So a one-run ball game, 14-13 on the wild pitch. It was a strikeout, and now the top of the lineup. So runners at second and third, 2 outs. This is a big out for Tucker Barrett if he's able to get it. Breaking ball called for strike one. Good pitch there to Kellen Burge. Burge, the leadoff hitter. He's 2 for 3 tonight. 2 singles, a fly out, and a walk. 0-1 pitch, breaking ball. That one looks good. Called for strike 2. Kellen Burge doesn't agree with that call. Now he stands in with a 0-2 count. No balls, 2 strikes. Batter calls time. Burge, who started the game on the mound for Stone. Opportunity to give his team the lead. Breaking ball, that one's popped foul, and it barely goes out of play. Barrett left that one up.
Foul ball by Dupont Building Materials.
Breaking ball, and that one misses up. Got to work that breaking ball down, just not getting on top of it. One ball, 2 strikes. There it is again. Still leaving it up. He's able to get a piece of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So runners at second and third, 2 outs. There it is, breaking ball. And that's going to be an infield single. And we have a tie ball game here in Wiggins on a swinging bunt. Out of all the things I've seen in this game, I am not surprised at all. A swinging bunt single there from Kellen Burge, and a tough break for Tucker Barrett. Now Carter Williams comes to the plate. The go-ahead run stands at third. Runners at the corners for the Tomcats. That one falls in for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to Carter Williams. Breaking ball. Good pitch. Doesn't get a swing. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. Fastball, and it's fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Carter Williams,
Foul ball by Jack.
a chance to put his team out in front with a runner on 3rd and 2 outs. And the runner still second on the early break. Trying to draw a throw there. And now Stone has runners at 2nd and 3rd. A good call from Adam Dice. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Carter Williams. Fastball, that one barely misses up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Williams 2 for 4 tonight. 2 singles, a strikeout, and he's reached via the air. Breaking ball, fouled away. Quality at bat here from Carter Williams. Twos all the way across the board. Tucker Barrett. The 2-2 pitch. That one's fouled back.
Morris Insurance Agency. Foul ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Jay Schultz goes to the mound to talk to Tucker Barrett. What a ball game here in Wiggins. So we are back. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And this one's going to be hit to the third baseman, Davis. And it hits the runner. A boneheaded move there from the runner. That was going to be a tough play for Davis, but instead he runs into the ball. Kellen Burge, the leadoff hitter, gotta be smart there, but instead runs straight into the ball for out number 3. So the Bobcats kind of catch a break there by a self-error from Kellen Burge. So we head to the 7th inning, tied at 14. This is Zane Berry, and you are watching Bobcat Baseball. So we're back here in the top of the 7th, 14-14. Braylon Graham, Braylon Harrison, and Eli Hicks all due up for the Bobcats in this inning. Braylon Graham 0 for 3 tonight. He has reached with a walk. And he absolutely turns on this one, and you can pucker up and kiss that baby goodbye. Braylon Graham hits this one onto the softball field. And Aloha on the steel guitar, Braylon Graham has gone yard. A 15-14 lead. And things have changed here in Wesson. If it couldn't get any weirder, it just did. Braylon Graham, his first out of the park home run this season, comes in the 7th inning of a long ball game. And now Braylon Harrison comes to the plate. Harrison 1 for 2 tonight. He's got 2 walks. That one misses away. 1 ball, no strikes. 15-14 now. That one misses up. 2 balls, no strikes to Harrison. That one misses low. Oh. 2 balls, 1 strike as he called that one low in the zone. And this one's hit into left field, and it's going to fall for a single. Braylon Harrison gets his 2nd hit of the night. And now Eli Hicks comes to the plate. Hicks 1 for 3.
Oh, you missed a lot tonight. Probably missed about 30. Yeah, go watch the video tomorrow.
They all on video.
Pay attention. Gotta get better.
Hicks squares around the bunt, pulls back. The runner goes. Harrison slides in safely. So he's still 2nd. The throw not in time.
Good hiring catch. He's fooled you all night. Said he's fooled you all night.
I don't know if you needed an eye drop.
It ain't a fair game.
And the umpire letting the parents hear it over here for Sumrall. One ball, no strikes. To Eli Hicks. He squared around a bunt. Let's see if he does it again. He elects not to, watches that one outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0 pitch called strike 1. Squares the bunt. Good looking pitch. That one just misses. 3 balls, 1 strike. Squares around, bunts it down the 3rd baseline. It's going to be a tough play for the pitcher. And that's a bunt single for Eli Hicks. And now Corey Paul Bond comes to the plate. He's reached base safely all 4 at-bats tonight. Coach Dice is going to take the stroll to the mound. Bobcats runners on the corners. Corey Paul Bond comes to the plate and no outs. Looks like we got a break here and a new pitcher. So we'll be back after the pitching change. So Corey Paul Bond steps up to the plate. Runners on the corners. No outs. That one breaking ball thrown in for strike one. And Eli Hicks able to swipe second. So runners at second and third, no outs. Really surprised infield didn't play an in. That one's popped up into right field. Right fielder is going to make the grab. He's going to throw it home. And a good strike there from the right fielder to hold Braylon Harrison at third. So out number one. Now Tucker Barrett comes to the plate. Harris, the new pitcher for Stone. Breaking ball, that one misses. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. That one misses in. 2 balls, no strikes. Here to Barrett. And that one misses. 3 balls, no strikes. So a 3-0 count. Breaking ball called for strike one. 3 balls, 1 strike to Tucker Barrett. And that one misses, so Barrett trots down to first and loads the bases. Here with 1 out, and Carson Speed heads to the plate.
Right fielder number 1, Carson Speed.
So Carson Speed steps up, bases loaded, 1 out. That one called for strike one. No balls, 1 strike to Carson Speed. Breaking ball misses up. Good 1-1 pitch. Misses low, 2 balls, 1 strike. Two 2-1 pitch. Line foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here to Speed. And Parker Hawkins stands on deck. That one misses low, a full count. Here to Speed. Bobcats an opportunity to stretch that lead. The ball 4, a base hit. Swing and a miss, and Speed goes down on strikes. Now you've got Parker Hawkins coming to the plate. He's got a grand slam on the night, and he steps up to the plate. With bases loaded, 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Let's see if Parker Hawkins can add some insurance for the Bobcats. here in the 7th inning. He takes that one for strike one. Breaking ball low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Drew Davis and the top of the order stand on deck for the Bobcats. Harrison at third, Hicks at second. That one misses away. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball falls in for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And this one's hit out into left field. Left fielder camps under it for out number 3. But the Bobcats able to get one off a solo shot from Braylon Graham. And we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Bobcats lead 15-14 when we come back. The first pitch from Barrett misses low. Stone will be chasing 1 run as they trail 15-14 here in the bottom of the 7th. That's a fastball strike. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. There to Brax Batson. One ball, 2 strikes to Batson. Breaking ball. It's fouled away. Stone, this has been a scrappy bunch. The next 2 hitters have both hit home runs in this ballgame. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Brax bats in the hitter. He's 1 for 4 tonight. That one gets on the hands of him. It's fouled back into the net. Count stays at 2-2. Breaking ball, and he gets him. That's a swing and a miss, and a strikeout for out number 1. A big strikeout there for Tucker Barrett. Now Nolan Scott comes to the plate. He hit a solo shot off Sam Patterson his last at-bat. And then Aiden Aubenhouse stands on deck. It was hit a home run in both games that Sumrall and Stone have played. Breaking ball called for strike 1. Good pitch there from Barrett. And the count goes to 0-1 to Nolan Scott. Nolan Scott 2 for 4, a home run, a single, and 2 strikeouts. 0-1 pitch, breaking ball misses low in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch misses low. Nolan Scott steps in with a 2-1 count.
Take a breath, you got it.
2-1 pitch, fastball. Drew Davis hits off his chest, and that's a play you won't see often. That's an E5 on Drew Davis. Drew Davis shifted to third base with Tucker Barrett playing. And now Aiden Aubenhouse comes to the plate. He's got 2 home runs in this series. He has a chance to send Stone home victorious. He's 2 for 4 tonight. Tucker Barrett comes set with a runner on first. Breaking ball. Check swing, 1 ball, no strikes. Bobcats need 2 outs to head to the second round. They'll be playing Purvis, whoever wins this series. Breaking ball. It's hit in the 4-hole. And that's a single from Aubenhouse. So Stone has something cooking here with 1 out. Runners at first and second. And Sailor Switzel comes to the bat. He's got a single, a ground out, and 2 walks. So 1 out, 2 runners on. Davis with the costly error. And this ball is hitting the right field. It's going to be a single. Carson Speed grabs it. He bobbles it. He's going to throw it home. It's not in time, and the winning run stands at third base. Stone trying to make this go 3 games. And you got to imagine Sailor Wentzel will be stealing during this at-bat. Infield's going to be playing in. And now Blaine Morgan comes to the plate. He's 3 for 4 tonight. A fly ball in the outfield could win it. Really, anything could win it at this point. So runners at first and third for Stone. And they elect to intentionally walk Blaine Morgan. Good choice there. That way Schultz doesn't have to put the tag on him at home. Infield will probably still play in. And now you got a pinch hitter. It'll be the pitcher that came in just an inning ago. Harris, the sophomore. If you're in the outfield, you're creeping in too, but best case scenario for Sumrall, got to get a strikeout here. So 1 out. First pitch to Harris. Fastball. And it's hitting the center field. It's a line shot to Harrison. He's going to throw it home. And what a play there from Harrison to keep the runners at bay. He would have shot them out. And I've got Miss Harrison standing beside me. She is fired up. A great play there from Braylon Harrison. And the Bobcats are 1 out away from sending this thing to extras. Now the 9-hole hitter, Charlie Paisley, who's got 2 hits on the night. He steps up to the plate. So 2 outs, Charlie Paisley, the hitter. Fastball. That one misses away. 1 ball, no strikes. Paisley 2 for 4 tonight. A strikeout, 2 singles, and a fielder's choice. Bobcats really need an out here. That one called for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Your Tucker Barrett got to go right at him. That was a good pitch from Barrett. Just didn't get the call. The count goes to 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Charlie Paisley squares around the bunt, and it hits him, and that's going to end things here in Stone County. Bobcats lose 16-15 in the 7th on a hit by pitch, and we will see you Monday night for a Game 3 here in this series. Stone does a miracle comeback. They were just down 8 runs, and they scored 9 in the final 3 innings. So we will head to Sumrall Monday night, and the fans rush the field here in Wiggins. There's still 1 game left to play. But we head to Sumrall Monday night for a chance to play Purvis in the 2nd round. So we'll be back, and we will see you Monday.